Tom. I'm Clay's dad. I guess the way a lot of this started was back when I was a boy, about 12, and this was probably about 1961. My dad did a lot of work up on a local lake, and he built docks and boathouses and things like that. But occasionally he would drop a tool into the water and lose a wrench or a hammer or whatever. So he decided that he wanted me to try to get those out by using a magnet. So he bought a magnet. I think it cost $18, and it had a pull of maybe 100 pounds. And so I set up on the edge of the dock and I fished for his tools, and I retrieved a couple of them, and it seemed like I sure pulled up a lot of metal cans and fish hooks and that type of thing. But that's sort of what I did, or started back in the 60s, early 60s, doing that. And so then, I guess told the story to Clay, and just one thing led to another.
Yeah, so I heard this story, I guess, back maybe 15 years ago or so, and it interested me because I kind of grew up interested in metal detecting and treasure hunting in general, finding things. So, when he told me about magnet fishing, it was something I had not heard of and never seen anywhere. So I thought, I need to try this and see. And so I asked him, and he had an old block iron ferrite magnet that was not made for magnet fishing. It was just something he had sitting around, and we had to modify it to put a hole in it, to use it in magnet fishing. And so I went out to a local creek, or Chickamauga Creek, and went to a railroad bridge, threw it in. The very first throw, pulling it back, I got it wedged in between some rocks. It was rectangular and is just not made to pull through rocks. So, of course, I couldn't come back empty-handed and tell him that I'd lost his magnet. So had to go in for it and was not prepared. Came back soaking wet, and that really kind of ended my day. And at the same time, it got me thinking, there's got to be a better magnet out there, or a better way to do this, something that maybe won't hang up so much. And started looking, and there really wasn't. So that got the wheels turning, and kind of having an entrepreneurial spirit and background. I started talking to my father, and he's an engineer. We looked at some different designs and thought we could improve on what few magnets were out there. Settled on neodymium being kind of the strongest commercially available magnet, and did our first few designs, and it grew. One thing led to another. We started in a sunroom of an old house I had, and then it grew into the garage, and then it grew into the entire garage, and then finally we built a warehouse and expanded that warehouse. So we've it's really grown. And Brute Magnetics, about 5 years ago when we started, it's just taken off, and we get to work together every day still and work on designs, and it's just a true family business.